Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another VR accessibility overview. And this one is of, as you can see it right over that way, Half-Life Alyx. Yes, I'm finally getting to this game. I'm not gonna say what I think about it because I have not finished it yet. I've only just been able to get to it. But this video is purely just to talk about the controls. And I feel I've played enough of the game to actually be able to talk about it. It's almost perfect. Almost perfect. But we'll get to that. First off, the game, as always, default controls are all there. But yeah, you can play the game seated. I do not believe there's actually a seated option. I don't remember it. And I couldn't record any gameplay simply because this game takes a good chunk of my PC. But you can play it seated. Crouching is just click in the analog stick to crouch, click in and hold it to stand back up. Super simple, super easy to use. And left-handed controls if you need them, which I do. And yep, just go. All the control schemes are actually set up directly through Steam VR and not with any in-game actual, like, oh, go in and rebind them. It just takes you directly into a Steam VR menu and you do it in there. Now, the one big difference, and this is actually how I was playing the game up until this point, is with the game's one-handed mode. And this is why I say it's almost perfect. Almost. So close. Is that you can play this game with this one-handed mode with it all being on your right controller, all being on your left controller. That doesn't matter. You can do it, and it's awesome. The only issue, this is what keeps it from being perfect. The only issue, you can't crouch. You cannot crouch. Like, this is the only problem. Now, I will say, if you have played the game on like the Index or any other headset, and even in one-handed mode, you have the ability to use something with the controller to crouch, let me know. I will update the website with proper notes to indicate that. But at least with a touch controller, there's nothing that the crouch can even be put to, because everything is used up. Because on the dominant hand, with the standard controls, the dominant hand clicking in and holding down the analog stick is how you select an item. It's how you select your gun. It's how you select any other item that you may be using. It's also just how you select to not have anything in your hand. So, with the clicking in the stick being also the way that you would crouch and stand up in game, only using one, where are you gonna put it? Where does it go? It doesn't go anywhere. And there were a couple of spots where pretty early, I'm still technically pretty early into the game, I don't think I'm that far, where I thought I was gonna get stopped, and then just a little turning in game adjustment and kind of readjusting my hand to where the tracking would still pick up, and I was able to do stuff. There's actually a puzzle a little ways in the game, a bunch of yellow buttons that you have to press. You have to find out which ones, out of all the indications on a wall, out of all the patterns, figure out which one it works. And some of the buttons are down too low, and you can walk off of the ledge and step down, and that's how you get them with one-handed mode without being able to crouch. Took me a minute to even notice that. But I got to a part where you had to open a garage door, and you have to crouch to be able to grab it and pull it up, and with one-handed mode and no crouch, you cannot do. So maybe if you have the index and you're playing seated, or something, another headset that uses the base stations and you're playing seated, the tracking will let you fully just lean over to pick it up. With the Quest 2, it will not, and so you can't. The only workarounds that I can maybe think of for it is to just look exactly what the bindings are for one-handed mode, essentially copy it, and then on the other controller make it so you can still use the stick to crouch and stand up, which kind of defeats the purpose of a one-handed mode. Or this is another one, or you can go and use walk-in VR, which I always have listed in the description. Use that, it's free on Steam, and have a controller handy, an Xbox controller plugged into your PC, and let's say if you have someone playing like next to you as you're playing the game, have them grab the controller at moments you need to crouch, and they can actually use the stick on the controller to do that for you, so that you visually do that in game, and then they can also push up on the stick to make your character stand back up so that you can play. Those are about the only two ways I can think of. Again, if you play on any other headset that isn't the Quest, and with a different controller, and you can still have that option with one-handed mode, let me know. But yeah, I don't know what else to really say about it. Other than that, it is perfect. If you're not using the one-handed mode and you have to play seated, it's basically flawless. Like, I have not found any issue. But yeah, that's kind of all I got for this video. I just wanted to talk about the controls, and because that's what we do here. Hopefully this helps. The notes will be on the website DewdyDoes.com, always in the description as well. The VR accessibility website that I put together, always in the description. The notes will be up there, as well as every other game that I've played, and clickable/tappable links in a second tab to take you to any video you maybe want to see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and pass it to anybody that you think may have use for it, and I'll see you later. All right, peace out.